Moving into our organic pattern, I'm using a watercolor paper. I am referring to my sketch of the organic, and I'm referring to the way that I use the Caran d'Ache from that first lesson. So I choose a pink Caran d'Ache and I begin drawing organic pattern. So remember, you can really be loose and playful and allow the flow to take over with an organic pattern. You can play with proportion, you can play with movement, you can play with spacing, and the seeds in this particular pomegranate are really moving through the space and allowing the eye to move around. So it's a pretty dynamic pattern. So you can see I've got things in different directions. I've got some that are a little smaller, some that are a little larger. And then in the spaces between, I sometimes add just a little seed. And with the Caran d'Ache, you could even use just a regular crayon if you weren't going to add water, but it's really soft and it looks really beautiful just like this without the water added. So whatever kind of materials you're using for your organic pattern, just allow yourself to play with them and begin to be more confident with your use of materials, since you're just repeating the same thing over and over and creating alchemy with your practice. So you can just leave it like that, maybe a dynamic diagonal, or you could fill up the whole page, which is what I end up doing. The choice is yours for how you want to utilize the pattern. These are really just studies, and then you can utilize pattern in other compositions down the road as just a portion of the larger composition. So now I'm bringing in a little bit of light green. I'm going to add a little snake here on the top, and then add some little leaves and sprigs here and there just to break up the pink and play more with complementary colors. And so you can study on your own the color wheel if you're interested in using complementary, split complementary, things like that. You can look into that on your own if you wish. So it could just stay like that, or if you're using a water-soluble crayon or colored pencil, you can add water, and then that is going to give it a more organic flow. So depending on how much time and effort you put into blending out the Caran d'Ache will depend on how the overall piece ends up looking. Allow yourself to take some time to breathe deep and get comfortable in the body. If you notice yourself tensing up when you're making work or clenching your jaw or forgetting to breathe, just remember to tune in and allow yourself to really embody your expression and your mark making. And I'm allowing the white background to be a highlight in some of these shapes, not necessarily filling every little part in with the water. And now moving into the light green spaces and blending the marks here to be more fluid. And there you go. Enjoy creating an organic pattern.